Right, let's talk about this, what happened to Rory last night. So basically, if you saw my video last night that I posted about Paul McGinley and Sky Sports, they sort of made the sort of statement that Rory McIlroy, it wasn't sort of his fault. Batia took like 5 minutes apparently, 10 practice swings. So McGinley was in his little pod counting Batia's practice swings, and then unluckily Rory had to wait for the 16th to clear apparently before he could hit, and then all this happened. But this theory I don't understand, because the next thing I'm going to show you just doesn't add up to that theory, in my opinion. Or maybe it does, but what Rory did was completely bonkers. Right, so what am I going on about, you might ask? Well, Paul McGinley, in his little box yesterday, said about all the time that he had to wait, and basically Batia was doing all that crap. So rather than sort of play where he had just played his shot from, behind the green, about a few yards off the green, so he basically had that same shot and be able to hopefully pull it off, or at least get it reasonably close. He's actually walked all the way around. So bearing in mind, McGinley had said that Batia had put his ball on Rory's line, and he has to walk all the way around the pond to get to his ball, mark it for Rory. Well, Rory, instead of playing that shot again from just off the green, bearing in mind I've not been to Augusta, I, it's a lot tougher than it is, I understand, but this is Sky Sports, right? So Rory's walked all the way round where Batia had walked to play an 80-yard shot, 90-yard shot in a drop zone over a pond to that, rather than just play just off the back of the green. Yet Cantley before him put two in the water. It's a tough shot, and he'd probably end up with exactly the same a bogey. But surely McGinley, I just cannot understand where this guy is coming from to sort of like blame Batia. I'm all for a slow play, stopping it, but Batia was not at fault here, and nobody's at fault. It's McIlroy. It's what McIlroy does. He has a meltdown. Look at 17. Who's at fault for 17? He's took a 6 on 17, and he had a 9-iron going in. Yes, it was out of rough, but come on now, Sky Sports, this is absolutely ridiculous. Rory's basically, he just has meltdowns, and it's nobody else's fault.